Hi and welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be giving you 3 ways your CIC should go digital with your outputs. This could be digital things that you could deliver alongside your in-person work, whether you're running clubs or workshops or whatever you're doing in person, how you can also have some digital outputs as well to bring your community together, to deliver and give more impact to your community and possibly give you extra income into your CIC. So I'm going to cover that in this video. Before I do, please hit the subscribe button for everything to do with community interest companies and grant funding, and also extra income for CICs, which I am trying to really hit hard on this channel, because I really want everyone to be independent from grant funding. Grant funding is amazing, but also you should be looking at other forms of income. Now, if you want to book a call with me and strategize how you could improve your income streams into your CIC, do book a call. The link is in the description of this video. So that aside, let's talk about going digital. Now, I've had quite a few CICs that have started to evolve beyond just the in-person delivery. Now, when we're running community interest companies, obviously it is amazing to get out in our community, to bring ourselves to, people together, and it's great to get off screens. But we can't get away from the fact that screens and digital technology is just part of our everyday lives now. It makes things simpler, it gives us extra opportunities, delivers extra information. It just does so much stuff that we should really be incorporating it into our CICs. Now, I'm not saying get rid of your in-person stuff. I think you should carry on doing that. That's amazing. We need that in our society. But let's also think about how you can add some extra digital outputs that have massive impact, that mean you grows your community, that gives more stuff to your community that helps them solve their needs, and also that looks good for grant funders. So let's go to number 1, which is Zoom calls or Teams or whatever you want to do, but basically doing some kind of digital virtual meeting. So this is something that is coming up quite a bit with CICs, and I've had some people write applications for grants which have been only about a digital delivery of workshops or training. Now, this is absolutely fine. I would say that grant funders may prefer to have some in-person stuff because it brings people together. However, bringing people together is still a thing online. You can build relationships, you can create friendships, you can still do all those things digitally. So as long as you argue that in an application, there's absolutely nothing wrong with adding, maybe say you've done 4 in-person workshops and then you're going to do maybe 5 Zoom call workshops. I think that is a positive, because for one, it helps people access your workshops that may not have been able to attend the in-persons. It allows people to who maybe have disabilities, who can't get there, economic issues, if they're in rural areas, or if you're in one area and you actually want to serve people around the country. It gives you a wider scope and helps more people. So I definitely think that that is a positive. And one of the benefits to you is it can cut down your time and costs. You don't have to go and hire a room. You don't have to get to somewhere. It can all be done in an hour rather than take, say, 3 hours of going there, preparing, delivering, all that sort of stuff. So it cuts down the amount of time it takes for you. It's just more convenient. So absolutely, why not add some kind of digital training or digital meetings to your program. And you can also do that with one-to-ones as well. Booking one-to-one calls with people if you're doing mentoring and coaching is also a great way to engage. And people are starting to prefer that a little bit now anyway, because it's just become the norm since COVID. So definitely think about that. Now, if you've got people who are disadvantaged and don't have the tech for it, how about this for an idea? You could put in an application where you actually give them free laptops. So I have seen lottery applications that, for instance, gave 10 laptops to people who had suffered addictions. That was an application that I saw, and that basically the whole grant just went on delivering them the tech. Now, you could probably get, refurbed, cheapish tech, some cheapish laptops, or even some kind of cheap tablet so that they can do Zoom calls and stuff on. And then that would then enable them to, be able to work with you and other people, and, it helps all sorts of other issues as well. So that is that one. So number 2, I want to talk about e-resources, digital resources, and how this could benefit your community. So imagine all this great stuff that you deliver in workshops. You give them sheets, you give them workbooks to do, you've got all sorts of lessons that you do with them in person. Why not start to deliver that in an e-form? So you could have, for instance, worksheets to do that are digital that they could just download. You could have videos to watch. Maybe they could watch a video and then do an exercise with it. So that can obviously be delivered on various different platforms, Facebook, on your website, whatever. So you could deliver things digitally and have people download things. Workbooks, again, are a great thing to do. Workbooks, planners, stuff like that. You could have an e-version where they just download it and print it, or maybe they could download it and type on it. Just be aware that not everyone's got a printer, of course. And again, that's something you could factor into a budget. So do think about that. And then number 3, have some kind of digital community. So a space where people can actually interact with each other digitally. This could be a WhatsApp group. WhatsApp is great because if all our social media channels go down, which, there are threats and things that there could be, they could go down, and we have had times where Facebook has gone down and things like that, but WhatsApp is a lot more sturdy. So having everybody in a WhatsApp group is a really positive thing. I do think Facebook groups are fantastic because it allows people a community to grow, talk to each other, message each other. So I think Facebook groups are fantastic, and also WhatsApp groups as well. But you could also create your own app and have people in a social setting there. I know on my CIC Tribe app that works really well, where there is it's like a post forum, so people can post and talk to each other and ask questions. So it's like my own social media channel on my app. So that is something you can develop as well. And I think this is a real benefit because you've got people locked into an area. You can grow a community where everybody's together, they support each other, connect with each other, you can talk to them at any time, and it's just everybody's in one place. It also really looks good to grant funders because you can say, I've got 10,000 people on my Facebook group or whatever. So that's something that looks really good to grant funders because they can see that you already have an established community that are all together, and it will be easy for you to promote your project to them. So those are my tips on going digital with your CIC. Just another couple of little gems in there. Just be aware of things like data protection. Do have a data protection policy and have a link to it on your website. If you are collecting data, make sure people have something where on your website they can actually ask for their information to be deleted. That's also another legal requirement. So yeah, just bear in mind those things. Let people be able to unsubscribe if they want to, and just be aware of how you're collecting and keeping people's data. So I hope that helps. If it did, please hit the subscribe button on this channel.